breakfast, or I showed you guys my first meal of the day, which was my breakfast. I usually have a pretty big breakfast, usually because it starts my day off the right way. I will always put, like, in the description box, it'll have the macros, what I actually put into my meal. So if you guys ever get like lost or you want to know the macros, those will always be down below. So I just made my second meal and I will show you guys what that is. But I wanted to just touch on the difference between cutting and bulking. Right now I'm currently cutting, so my carbs are not that high, which is why I only had half of a bagel for breakfast. But if you guys are bulking, you guys could have whole wheat toast, have 2 pieces of whole wheat toast, or have actual like full eggs. Like I did 3 egg whites and 1 full egg. If you're bulking, you have more flexibility with that, or do 2 pieces of the bagel, like a full bagel. So my next meal I'm going to show you guys is a salmon like macro bowl. It's like a nourish bowl, if you want to call it that, and it's kind of a mix of everything. And I usually love doing stuff like this just because I get bored very easily, and this gives me a wide variety of things. So I did, here, I'll show you. So this is my lunch, and I've got some salmon here with Dijon mustard sauce, avocado, some yellow peppers, spinach, and then under all this is red quinoa. And so it's kind of a little bit of everything, and you guys could top it with like sesame seeds, you could add different peppers, different vegetables, really whatever you want to satisfy your cravings. For a meal like this, if you were bulking, I only had a 1/4 cup of quinoa. You could definitely double that to a 1/2 cup. And you could also do different like sauces, like barbecue sauce has a lot of carbs, whereas Dijon mustard is pretty much like 0 across the board. So it's something that while I'm cutting, I love Dijon mustard, so it's something that I don't feel like I'm compromising, but I'm also not having a bunch of carbs in my sauces. And I feel like if you don't keep track of your sauces, which a lot of people, it's a pain, but if you don't keep track of your sauces, you never know how much carbs are actually in those. And I feel like carbs are the hardest to hit while you're bulking, especially because like 300 grams of carbs seems like a ridiculous amount, but look at your sauces, always add like more bread, you can have more quinoa, more just like complex carbs, and those numbers will get a lot higher really quickly. So I'm going to eat my lunch and I'll show you guys my dinner tonight. I'm actually not going to show you me making it because I'm going to film it for a meal prep video, because it's one of my quick easy meals. It's going to be a stuffed chicken, and so I will show you guys that later today. So I lied. I was gonna make stuffed chicken for dinner, but I ended up realizing that I had this Korean meat that was actually gonna go bad. So we're going with the Korean bowl. So I've got 1/2 cup of rice, 1 fried egg, 62 grams of carrots. They're not cooked, they're just cut up. And 130 grams of ground turkey. And it's 93.7, so 7% fat. So again, if you're bulking, you can definitely get worse meat. But yeah, so this is going to be my last planned meal, and I'll probably have a snack later on. Okay, last snack of the day is going to be a banana peanut butter shake, and I'm going to add some protein. So I had to film this actually the next day because I went to the gym, came home, made a shake, and then I went to bed. But, so I actually have these protein banana shakes as kind of like a dessert, and they're about like 300 calories just because peanut butter is very high in calories. So if you are bulking, shakes are the way to go. If you need more carbs, if you need more protein, you can definitely get those very easily. I found that shakes will make you not feel as full while you're still getting very high calories very quickly. So I recommend checking out different kinds of shakes, making different concoctions. There's a ton that you can like do with berries and proteins. Really up to you to make sure that you're hitting your macro goals. And so I'm going to wrap up this week's video here. I hope you guys liked this day of eating, kind of also talking about cutting and bulking and what you can do to your meals if you're cutting, if you're bulking, how to adjust that so that you're eating healthy, but you're also hitting whatever your macros are. Especially if you're trying to gain weight, that can be a difficult thing. So if you guys have any questions, let me know below, and I'll see you guys next video.